Hey guys, what's going on? So hopefully you can see this a little bit better. I was outside and it was pretty windy out there, and I didn't even think about it, but yeah, it was windy. Um, so yeah, I couldn't. Some people couldn't hear me and everything else. So I wanted to redo the video so that you can hear me, right? Because Kayla, you're funny. All right. So, yeah, you couldn't. Nobody could hear me because of the wind. So I wanted to redo the video and make sure you guys can hear me. All right. So since it's just you, Kayla, let's go ahead and invite a couple people because I know more people are going to get on, and it's okay. It's okay if it's just you. Why not? All right. So yeah, that's good enough. So today is tips number 7 and 8. Tips number 7 and 8. Because if you've been following the videos, this is my fourth video, and I've done two tips each video. So that being said, these two tips these are gonna actually take work on your part. You got to actually do these things while you're in communication with somebody, while you're talking to them. This is mainly for when you're talking to people one on one or over the phone, over text messaging and stuff like that. It messes it up anyway. What's going on, Matt? What's up, brother? So the first tip for you today, it actually takes work and it's hard to do, and it seems like it's easy, but it's really hard to do. It's just listen to actually listen. It's tough. I know it's tough because most of the time when we're talking to somebody, no matter what they're saying, it doesn't matter what they're saying. They could be talking about something that you really want to learn about, or something that is just totally off the wall, or could be listening to someone like me just rambling on. And most of the time in our heads, we're thinking, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. We're thinking this person doesn't know what they're talking about, or we're thinking, how am I going to respond? How am I going to retort what they're saying? Or where am I going to go research what they're talking about? And it's just like you're doing all this talking, or you're doing all this thinking inside your head, and you're not actually listening to what the person is saying. Listen to the words that are coming out of people's mouths. That's huge when you're communicating with somebody. Actually listen to what they're saying. And then, that's first tip number 1 for tonight, is actually listen to listen. Okay? And now tip number 2 actually goes in line with that, is while you're listening. You see the cat? Over there in the corner? So, tip number 2 is actually listening. And when you're going to respond, think about your response. Think about your response. Don't just respond and to the first thing that comes to your head or first thing that goes to your mind. Actually think about your response. Because, I'm sitting here looking at myself on a computer. I got to turn that off. I can't watch myself. Wow. All right, so think about your response. Because just saying the first thing that pops up in your head, a lot of times you're going to offend somebody, or you're not even going to respond right. Or you just think about what you're going to say. Don't just ramble off at the mouth. And because if you spent that entire time while they were talking, if you spent this entire time while I'm talking, not listening to me, thinking about how what I'm saying is wrong, and how the last person that you were talking to didn't listen to you, and why should you listen to them if they're not going to listen to you, and what you're thinking about saying, or what's going on in the background, you're not even thinking about anything that I'm saying. how are you going to respond to anything that I say with any type of educated response? You know? So you got to listen to what somebody's saying and think about your response before you say it, before you respond to that person. So those are my 2 tips for today. Those are my 2 tips for today. Think about, listen to actually listen. Don't listen to respond. And actually, when you do respond, think before you respond. Don't just ramble off the first thing that comes to your mind. So, all right. That's it for today. Those are my 2 tips. That's tips number 7 and 8 in this series. We got 2 more tips left. Make sure you stay on. Make sure you follow up and watch the next video. It won't be tomorrow. It'll probably be Monday. So keep watching, guys. Peace out. Have a great Saturday. Matt Conti here with you, and I am out.